For instance, the top four areas include social media marketing, we have search engine optimization, we have strategy, we have market research, and so on and so forth. So there are quite many areas that you, as a person who's looking towards getting into this space, you can be able to leverage on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode from Madavi Agency. My name is Victor Ambuyo. I'm the team lead here at Madavi Agency, and today I'll be taking you through leadership and how to be a good leader as a young entrepreneur. In the digital marketing space, there are a lot of different areas that you can be able to leverage on. If you're someone who's looking towards running your own agency or being self-immersed in this space of digital marketing, there's so many areas that you can be able to choose, specialize in, and actually look for clients in that space. For instance, the top four areas include social media marketing, we have search engine optimization, we have strategy, we have market research, and so on and so forth. So there are quite many areas that you, as a person who's looking towards getting into this space, you can be able to leverage on. But today I won't be focusing in any of that. I'll just be talking holistically about how you can be able to get yourself in the game and what are some of the things that you need to look out for. So to give you a bit of context, so Madavi Agency is a digital performance marketing agency. We've been in the game for around 6 years now. We just clocked our year 6 around 2 months ago. And over that period, there's been so many things that we've been able to learn, so many areas that we've been able to really try our hands on and test out different things before we really focus on what we wanted to do. When we started out as a marketing agency, initially we didn't know this is the space we wanted to be in. Initially, Madavi started off as a software development company, providing custom software development to different clients, and then later there arose a need from some of the clients that we are working with who really needed to ship out their products into the market and find a way that potential clients of those products can be able to engage with them. So that now led us to get into the SEO game, as popularly known as search engine optimization, where it's essentially just how you optimize your product on the web so that when people are looking for products or services and you offer those products and services, they can be able to come across what you do and then now be able to engage you for provision of the services. So we got into the SEO game initially. This was around 2018, 2019, thereabout. And then progressively, as we got more and more clients that needed SEO services, we also realized for us to potentially provide good SEO services, we also needed to provide content services. And then that led to also us needing to provide social media services. And then overall, as time went by, we realized we also now need to provide a holistic strategy that now encompasses all these different elements and content pillars. So you find along, as a person who's in this space, as you go along, there comes a need, and then these needs might potentially now take you to a different direction, different from what you're initially doing. For someone trying to get into this space, you definitely need to have at least 4 major qualities. First thing is you need to have a passion for digital. It's very hard to be in the space and offer services to clients when, for you as an individual, you're not invested and you don't like what you're doing. Reason I'm saying you need to have a passion, because digital is one of the spaces that it's always evolving rapidly. Every other day there's something new, and you have to know and know to discern when you need to jump on a trend or you just need to stick to what you're doing. And you also need to know when is the right time to make a change and adapt to new things, right? Second thing that you need to have, if you're getting into this space, you need to be a good communicator. What does this mean? You need to be able to clearly articulate yourself when you're speaking to potential clients, when you're speaking to people that you're working with, when you are also, you need to speak to people that you're working with, also when you're setting expectations and also communicating when those expectations have or haven't been met. Right? So communications is something that's really key. If you're not a good communicator, try as much as possible on how you can build on this as a skill, because it will really now differentiate you from everyone else who's in the game and doesn't know how to communicate properly. Third thing is client relationship management, right? For many entrepreneurs, we see something that you're passionate about, we go into it, and then later we realize even most of the work is not even getting clients, but then keeping clients, right? Which is actually, retention is much, much better than acquisition. So how you manage and how you interact with clients is very, very key for you to also be successful in this business. What do I mean by that? You find every other day as an agency, you get to deal with so many different types of people. People who communicate differently, people who have the expectations high, people who have the expectations low. And most of the time you'll find, even from the years we've been in business and the clients that we've dealt with, all the clients that we've dealt with primarily fall into two categories. Ones that trust you as the expert and let you run the whole thing, and then you just advise them on what they need to do. And some that are very, very hands-on and they need to be with you at every step of the process. So it's also very, very key for you to differentiate these types of clients and also treat each one separately and how they need to be based on who they are and how they work, as opposed to just generalizing everything. Team building. So when we started Madavi, I think it was just me and two of my partners. And then over time, we realized there was so much work that needed to be done, and we needed to get additional people to be able to help us in achieving this work, getting high quality work. So as someone who is just getting into the space, even if you don't have the skill, you definitely need to be able to learn on how you can really, really spot the right people that you can work with, and now be able to bring them to your bandwagon and they be part of your team. It's never not like a spot on that every person that you get and you bring onto your team will be the right fit, but then it's also like a skill that you get to really more or less train on and get better on with more people that you hire and more people that also leave your team. Because what we realize also is once you're starting out, there'll be a lot of people coming in and leaving, but then as time goes by, you have an eye for talent where you get to see people and see that this person will bring value to the team, and then are you able to really, really talk to them and sell them your vision. As Peter Thiel said, and some of you know Peter Thiel is one of the most prolific founders in Silicon Valley. You need to know how to fire fast and hire slow. What this means is when you're trying to get the right people to join your team, you really take your time to learn, see who they are, what kind of value they can bring before you bring them to now the team that you have. And when you see someone's behavior or attitude is affecting the rest of the team negatively, you also need to know when's the right time to let them go before now they impact the rest of the team negatively.